Okay, so here we are, Captain Sweep, speaking with our first potential veme tester who's come in through Facebook with some, I don't even know how you found out about it.
I fell into a rabbit hole, and there was veme, and that word caught my eye, veme, and then I saw in the veme I saw you mentioned that you mentioned something that I know is true, and it is a challenge for me, is to keep the content really short. I have a lot of content to share,
Okay.
but I understand that little short, so I don't know much more about veme than watching that one veme from you. So
Okay, so you actually saw the veme.
I saw the
And
veme.
the veme was talking about
the veme, about vemes and teachers, and wanting to try it out with people who are teachers and have content. I said, that's me. And so, yeah, that's how I'm here.
Okay, perfect. So it was the veme I did, I think, at our Ecovillage.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
right.
And why don't you give a bit of a background
Sure.
as to what you teach and something like that?
What I teach, I am a showgirl shaman. So I use conscious burlesque dance for evolution and awakening, and I have a whole cosmology built around it, that's just from my experience in the field. And
Okay.
A book, a lot of things are coming, but I'm terribly pregnant with information that needs to come out. And, it's like, ouch, I've got to get it out. Yeah.
Okay, I've got you. There's a lot of people right now on the planet that have huge stores of knowledge and huge work 20 years, 30 years.
Or lifetimes.
Right. And to put it out there, it takes quite a lot of work to get together, the curriculum to get together, your structure to get together, all the online info tech.
Yep.
And so I'll tell you a little bit about veme. I mean,
one of
the big differences with veme is the team has a very strong social consciousness and wants to be a tool to assist sort of humanity to get a love paradigm and to share in new ways, kind of, right?
Yeah.
So this is part of it. Zoom is part of it, and recording it and sort of showing a conversation and showing how we can proceed down using this tech together, right? So veme has 2 apps that are coming out, and it depends on, I guess, the order. But one is veme, which is more of an app to build vemes, to give context, right? It's a 1-minute time limit. And then that's what you saw. Now,
that's what I saw.
Another app coming out, its name may be changing, but for now it's been called Caravan, and it's more of a team storytelling app where you might get all of your blessed answers, and you might ask a question at the beginning and say, this is what we're going to talk about, or, what does it take to make a good burlesque dancer, whatever it is that you want to ask the question to. And then you may have, let's say, 10 burlesque dancers who have the app, and they can add their answers to it. And you can make a video online from multiple phones and then have an output like once a week as a show.
Oh, wow. Does it have to be question and answer, or can it be, it could be anything that works to have call and response, or okay.
Anything. I mean,
it could even be, anything. Gotcha.
And so everyone's going to use it to whatever they use it for, right? I mean,
sure.
Everyone's going to have a different context.
Yeah.
And we're still sort of at an alpha test. We're still kind of early. So I have to check with the team as to the process of how we're going to do this. But what I'm starting to do is to put messages out like you saw, starting to, sort of put the fishing rod out and seeing who takes a bite, and start to build a list of the people who are going to be the next level of people who are going to test it.
And how, is there something in either one or both of the apps, the platform, like, that helps the message move, or does it, like, I'm trying to, like, just think of, is it designed for being shared via things that exist, like
Yeah,
Facebook or Instagram, or, you know, I'm trying to think of what's the relationship between.
well, probably like at least they will be places you can create things and then you can take them into the other platforms. I'm looking at a larger
Okay.
sort of media game called Planetary Guardians, which is using multiple tools. And personally, I'm going to have a school of conscious communication that is
Great.
looking to help the teachers to integrate all of the info text together to
Great.
teach what you're going to do. So
That's great.
my own specialty is in a system called the Inflow Matrix, which is an operating system for the mind, for your business, and for your filing system to integrate them all together. And
Talk about how does the filing system, how?
well, it's a set of maps. It's a set of maps that organizes your business. And it's a methodology to look at how to organize your mind, look at how to organize your business, and how to organize teams to.
That sounds really intriguing to me, because one thing I am poor at, and it is hurting me, is my lack of system, like just having the people and the contacts and who've written me, or the people who've come to my workshops, like having a way. I'm doing it so manually and just from my human memory, and I'm very personal and relationships are very important. So everything I'm doing is too slow.
Right.
I need to be able, for my own self, I need to keep relationship through whatever system I'm using, but I'm just working too slow.
Right.
Far too slow. And it's hurting the whole situation.
Right.
And it's making me sad, and inside I'm crying because of it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's depressing me. Yes.
Well, I imagine that you're probably like a lot of individual entrepreneur teachers where you have to do the infotech, you got to do the marketing.
Yes, I do everything.
Right?
I do everything, and I'm not built to do everything. I'm a genius at a few of them.
Yeah.
And the rest, I just bumble through.
Yeah. And most of us are like that, right?
Yeah.
So the idea of the team and having larger infrastructures is that these things are being done and helped by with other people.
That's exciting. That's exciting. Sign me up. Yesterday.
Okay. Well, we still have some sort of planning to do. I mean, let me just see if I can show you something here. Okay, I'm just going to pause this here for a second. Okay, so I just want to show you something from the conscious communication card set. And these are conversation types.
Okay.
And so here you have storytelling.
Yes.
Right? And then you have a motivational.
Yes. Yes.
And then you have feedback.
Feedback. Yes. Yes.
You have reflection.
Yes.
You have a needs analysis.
This is great. Yeah.
Enrollment.
Yes.
And you have scheduling.
Amazing.
So these are from the conscious communication card deck, and what these are convo types. And it's 72 conversations that you use in business to organize what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so this is part of a language structure that helps you connect the tools together from a teaching point of view. And what you can do is you can at some point brand them and put your sort of business there and put your thing there. And then these two are tools from the New Paradigm Toolkit that help you to do your business. And then you can use them within whatever, as a facilitator for.
Look at this book I'm reading now. It's called Catalyst.
Oh, wow.
Speaking, Writing, and Leading for Social Evolution. And it actually classifies how you're doing. Like there's overlap with what you just shared there. Not completely. It's a little narrower of a focus than what you showed was a little broader, but that's interesting. Yeah. I also have an Oracle deck coming with my my whole thing. And I have a one-woman show that is full-length autobiographical storytelling about why I do what I do.
Okay.
That I'm touring this summer at fringe festivals in different cities. Yeah.
Wow.
But so I need structure. I need a way to connect with the people before I go to the cities that I don't live in.
Right.
And then to keep the information in a way that I can find them, that it's not through my pea brain memory.
Right.
That's through a system. Yeah. So I'm painfully aware of how I need better systems. Oh my God.
Okay. One thing I would suggest to kind of help yourself get ready is probably make sure when you make videos, they're 1 minute in length.
That I need help with that, first of all, because
Okay.
I speak, I speak circularly and spiritically. I'm not a done. That's just not my style. So I actually need training to be able to say anything in 1 minute.
Okay.
Really.
Well, what I would suggest then is perhaps to come up with 20 titles. 20 titles that are like the beginning of your top of your veme.
Okay, that's fun.
Like ask a question or answer, like ask a question and then answer a question. You can have your company name along the bottom, then you can have the question at the top.
20 titles, which are ask a question, answer a question.
Yeah. Yeah, so like an FAQ for your website.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you can do is you can make 20 beams based on the titles.
In 1 minute, I ask and answer a question?
Yeah.
Whew.
And then what you do is you get your phone and you say, okay, here's the question, and you just go click. And then you speak for a minute. You can only talk for a minute. And you constantly practice. You constantly keep doing it until you get it. I mean, most people's attention spans are like 5 seconds, right? So, I mean, if you got them for a minute, they're really they're staying with you. But anything more than a minute, you pretty well lost them.
Oh. Okay.
So what I can do is I can load this up, and this is like a start.
Okay.
And I have to learn follow-up and deal with all these people I'm dealing with now, because I've been very restrictive in my own work, and now I'm supposedly doing all this stuff with all these tools, and I got to bring my work into the world too, which look at me, right? I mean, look at this thing. This is I've got.
Oh wow!
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, it's a life-size board for your cards.
Yeah, I'm constantly making these game boards that put these things together, and it's fascinating. But it's a lot of work, right?
It's all a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
How to keep up with this shit? I don't know. So where do you live?
I live in San Francisco.
You're in San Fran. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you're going to 5 fringe festivals, and
I did one.
Well, you've got a next step. You got to come up with 21-minute videos, titles, and actually film the videos to the point where you're happy with them. And maybe by the time you got that figured out, I can figure out how to get you set up on being on the testing crew. So
I just make the videos in any
because you can load it into the program once you've got it.
Okay. Oh man, it can't be 3 minutes? No, it'll be 1 minute. I
mean, think about it. I mean, you could do a 1 minute message of the day or once a week for 20 weeks. People can't digest a lot, everyone's, you're competing against, incredible 1 minute videos by people who spend 2 days on them, this is to your audience. Because at some point, probably what you want is like 100 people paying you $100 a month to take your courses. And, it's going to be simple, and it's going to be, sort of a piece by piece, step by step. So you want to really look at sequence and, how do you start and what are you need to know? And if you can really bring it down to 21 minute, tidbits, then that can lead to online courses. And like anyone who sees this and goes, I really like this, they're going to want, your 3 minute or 5 minute or 10 minute or whatever it is that you're going to be teaching online.
Okay, I gotta let this sit. Yeah.
Too much info, or?
What's that?
Is this too much information?
No, it's a length thing. Yeah. But I'm down to give it a go.
Okay.
Thank you, Elijah.
Okay,
Thank you.
well, we got next step. I'll load this into YouTube. I've got a sort of a school site that I got to start to figure out how to use too. So.
Okay.
But I'll pop this on the net, and then you can show it to people. Go, look what's going on, man.
Oh, I lost you.
Hello.
You got frozen. Hello.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that's it. I will end this report and then send it to you, and then we'll go from there.
Thank you.
Okay. See you, Kellita?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful to meet you.
Ditto. Thanks, Elijah. Bye-bye.